pardon my appearance, but I'm gonna go ahead and hit on these last few topics real quick. I'm trying to send my voice notes and do it a quick way, but the devil wanna be big mad with his funky behind and try to stop what's going on. Trying to stop the upliftment and the encouragement and the wisdom that's being transferred here, and I'm not going for it. So the part I left off at, I'm not sure if you're able to listen to the rest, but if you hear nothing else, here it is. The part where you said, I'm sorry, sis, hold on. Of knowing all these things. Okay. Oh, how you were asking, like, how could you be incompetent? How could you be gullible? Things like that. What I had to learn, like I said, everything I'm speaking from is from experience. You cannot beat yourself up over something that you did not know. If your mama ain't teach you, your sister ain't teach you, your daddy ain't teach you, you cannot beat yourself up over things that you did not know and that you have to figure out on your own. That's where giving yourself grace and loving yourself. When people say love yourself, it's not just, oh, I love myself, let me just do my hair and do my makeup. That's a part of it. But loving yourself is also learning when to give yourself grace. When to be like, you know what? I did have to learn the hard way. I may have failed in this area, but at the same time, I didn't have this resource, that person, etc., etc. So you have to learn to give yourself grace. That's a part of loving yourself. So in this instance, in this experience where you say, how could you be incompetent? How could you be gullible? We're going to put a pause to that. We're going to stop that completely. Not even put a pause to that, because when you're doing that, the genuineness and out of the kindness of your heart, and it's not your fault that people are out there that take advantage of people's vulnerability, of their heart, of their love. That's not your fault. So don't you dare blame yourself for that. That's not your fault. Don't ever blame yourself or feel dumb or feel gullible because you loved somebody. That was a good thing on your end. That was a genuine thing on your end. That was a God-given thing on your end. The other person now misses out. The other person now has to deal with the wrath of God, because what I've learned too is God do not play when it comes about his daughters. Okay? He do not play about his daughters. So when God knows that you're sowing a seed of genuine love, with good intentions, with a pure, open heart, and somebody comes around and messes with that intentionally, purposely, with deception, with just bad and evil intent, oh boy, do God got something in store for them. So don't you dare for a second regret loving. Now you have to take this as a learning lesson, and like I was saying on the other voice notes, guard your heart. Now trust can't be given so easily. Now your love can't be given so easily, especially because of the type of love that it is. It's so pure, it's so genuine, it's so sweet. Like, that comes with a high price. You gotta set that price high. And when usually, giving an example here, prices are set high, not everybody can afford it. Not everybody, so trying to put it together, not everybody deserves that from you, because it's just too high. It's too up here. So everybody should not have access to that. You got to set that price, that love high, and you do so by guarding your heart, by being very strict when it comes about you, by being very strict when it comes about you in your body, in your mind, your temple. Be very strict. Set that price high. Very, 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 very high. You need to be strict. You gotta be strict, because unfortunately the devil really is out here to steal, kill, and destroy. I'm not sure if you heard that other voice note, but he not just gonna appear and say, "Roar, like, I'm here to get you and take everything from you." No, that would be dumb. Or you would know, like, okay, like, I'm not gonna mess with you, duh. No, he comes so sweet and charming and, oh, I love you, oh, but let's do, no, that's how he comes. Okay? He's the ultimate, he's the best deceiver. He comes to deceive. So with all these experiences, you have to sharpen yourself, you have to guard yourself. Unfortunately, I hated it every day too, but it's what I had to accept. We are at war daily. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, we at war daily. So you have to guard yourself. You gotta equip yourself for this war. You gotta be very strict when it comes to you, your time, your energy, just you as a person. You know what I'm saying? Because you may have good intentions, but what I had to learn the hard way is not everybody in the world does. You gotta be strict. You gotta guard your heart. You gotta strengthen your discernment as God is strengthening your discernment. If you're uncertain about something, pray about it. He gonna give you the answer. But when he do, don't ignore it. Okay? So I'm gonna bring this all together and say, do not feel bad for loving somebody. Who knows? Maybe they really needed that love. And once they experienced that love and they messed it up, and now they miss out for the rest of their lives on a genuine love that they could have had. If it's not God's will to, change their heart and have them come back around, then they miss out on a genuine love, really from God, that they could have had. And that's not your loss. You loved from a genuine place. That's their loss, and God is going to deal with them. I'm telling you, people don't get away smooth when they be moving with ill and malicious intent, and the whole time you just had good intentions. Do not, do not feel dumb for that at all. Alright, so I promise you, I'm not trying to make these long, because I know we ain't got all the time in the world to sit around and listen to somebody chat. Okay, but I'm taking this time out to really teach you and like just share these things that I've been through it, and I don't want you to go down this rabbit hole, go down this. I've been there. I've been in dark places and spaces where like it was me and God, and He had to pull me out. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had somebody to give this to me when I wasn't in my lows. So I'm just trying to share with you what I wish I had. So yeah, you were saying why people couldn't remain who they were, because sometimes it is a mask. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like sometimes it really is just deception so people can get what they want from you, or they're on an assignment from the enemy, from the side of darkness, to kill, steal, and destroy. We really don't want to look at it like that, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Some people, just like we're on a mission of light and love, some people are on a mission where they're just empty. They're just dark, evil, envious, hateful. You know what I'm saying? And maybe somebody did it to them and they feel like they have the right to do it to other people. Still, to me, it's inexcusable. But like I said, we're on a mission of light and love, and some people are just on a mission of darkness, you know? So that's why some people are just here and to deceive you. Yeah. So the mask falls off. People show you who they really are. And that's what I'm saying. You, you better. It hurts so much, but take this as a learning curve for you. Better be strict when it comes about you going forward. Don't even play. If it hiss like a snake, it's a snake. If it smell like a dog, it's a dog. Okay? If it meow like a cat, it's a cat. Don't try to paint the flags, what they say, the red flags green. No. Sharp. Your discernment about to be sharp. Watch. Don't even feel bad about not letting people around you. Don't even let them get a sentence out. Don't even let them speak. You start to become observant and observe people's energy and observe what they say and observe how they move and watch their actions and listen to what they do, and don't be fooled. Use this as a learning curve. It's here to sharpen you. Okay? As far as finding your purpose, finding my purpose. Sometimes I learned to, it is your environment. Sometimes you have to get out of where you are, like however you can. Whether that's what I'm saying, you gotta just lock in, cut everybody off, lock in, set a goal, get you some money. And let's say North Carolina is holding you back. You gotta set a plan, like, okay, within the next year, I'm out of here. I need to go in an environment where I can thrive. Excuse me, sometimes it's your environment. Take it from me, I know Morristown was hindering me in certain areas. Being around certain people was a hindrance for me. It was my environment. It's the people I was surrounded by. The things people would say, things people would do, their energies, their mindsets, and just the place itself, the repetitiveness, the bad memories, some good but some very bad. It's the environment. Sometimes it's your environment. You cannot thrive in environments where God does not intend for you to thrive in. Like, it's just not going to work. You have to switch your environment sometimes. It's very real. So it could be your environment when it comes to like finding your purpose, thriving overall. As far as money habits, just like guarding yourself, guarding your heart, and sexual discipline, there's financial discipline. If you got a goal, stick with it. It's not going to be easy. Easier said than done. Okay? But for me, for example, all I can do is give you examples from my experience. Like, I used to go to Dunkin' Donuts every single day, right? Now I'm in a position where I can't do that no more. Like, I have to be so financially disciplined. It hurt at first. But now I'm like, okay, like I end up saving hella money. And now Dunkin' Donuts is a treat to me. Every Saturday it's a treat for me, whereas I was getting it every day at a point in time. And now I gotta make coffee at home. You know what I'm saying? So it comes down to discipline that you do have to have. I know it's I know it's annoying. I know we don't want to be disciplined. I know we don't want to fight every day. I know we don't want to think the worst or people or have to guard our hearts and have to, but it's necessary to navigate through this life. Okay? I was there. I'm like, why, bro? Why everybody can't just be cool, calm, and collected? Why we all just can't chill, love, hold hands, kumbaya, share some food, eat some food, sunshine, and rainbows? unfortunately, that's just not the way this world is, and it annoys me every day. But it's the reality. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you and be like, "Oh, everything is just so sweet," and it's not. No, so suit up, sis. Suit up, because I'm suited up with you. So, yeah, with the driving thing and just everything else that you may not feel like you're accomplishing in this lifetime, just feeling behind as an adult. Some people have started off with different advantages than us, like their parental unit, having safe spaces, having safety nets. So you can't look at yourself and compare yourself to others and look at yourself and say you're behind. In a lot of areas, you know my story, I know yours. Like, you were not equipped with the things that you needed to thrive and survive. You know what I'm saying? Off rip, you have to figure things out. Listen to advice, like things like that. Like, you weren't just given it so you can thrive. You're kind of starting at a negative, and I'm only saying that because I felt the same way. Like, I'm really starting at a double negative here. Like, this is my home situation, this is my parents' situation, this is like what the heck? These cards are, I wanted to cuss, I'm not gonna cuss. These cards are poopy, very poopy cards. Like, why did I get this deck? You feel me? So don't be mad at yourself feeling like you don't have like everything checked off, or you're just not this like perfect adult, that like you didn't grow up with certain things. But with that being said, unfortunately, it's our responsibility to learn what we can, take what we can, and apply it to ourselves in our lives. That's why I'm taking the time out to give you this information, hoping that it helps in some way, and hoping that I can kind of like lead you and guide you to be better, even better than me. I say to my sister all the time, Serena, all the time, like, bro, I'm giving you these tools, I'm talking to you, I am, because I already went down the hole. Like, I don't want you to see you go down the hole. It hurts my heart. It will hurt my heart to see the same thing happen to you. Like, I want y'all to go further than me. That's why I'm like, okay, I've experienced this, take this and go further. Okay, so use the resources I got is blessing you with, you know what I'm saying, like the here and there. Use that to level up and advance in life. As far as your license, like, take one thing at a time. My last example was maybe you need to get out your environment. So if your first step is getting out your environment, that's number one. You got to just focus on number one. You can't focus on 1 through 10. It'll drive you crazy. Been there, done that. I've tried it. No, you got to focus on one step at a time. If you feel like your environment is a hindrance, number one, get out your environment. Number two, once you get out your environment, go get you some more money. You see what I'm saying? So you can create stability for yourself. You don't have to rely on nobody, depend on nobody. You're not needing for nothing. Number three, once you got money stacked and put away, go. It's time to go to driving school. It's time to go get that license. It's time to study for that license. You know what I'm saying? You have to do things in steps. Okay, so don't beat yourself up for that. Do things in steps. And if you feel like you're running out of time or you're behind, then right now is the best time. All we have is right now and going forward. So right now is the best time. Start now. Start today. Okay, because you don't want to look back now. 2 years later, you 2 years older, you still in the same place. You still living with regret. You still wish you would have. You know what I'm saying? Do it now. Do it today. I'm just trying to hit on all the points. That's why these videos are a little long, and I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna cut it here, and I'm gonna respond to the last thing. Okay, boom. So your thoughts. I'm still battling this myself and working on this myself, because oftentimes we didn't deserve the things that we have gone through. It has really traumatized us and has changed our outlooks, our way of thinking, etc., etc. So I was just saying that all to say, what you say about yourself, what you profess over yourself, like saying you feel like you're not doing enough, or you feel like you're incapable, you keep feeding yourself these thoughts, then that's what your mind, that's what you're gonna believe, your whole being is gonna believe, and it's gonna start to show in your life. You know what I'm saying? You cannot continue to feed those thoughts. I fight with this every day. It'd be like, oh my goodness, like, dang, I wish life was different. Oh my goodness, if I would have had a different upbringing, then my life would be different. It's gone already. You know what I'm saying? I fight with this every day, but it's like that childhood, unfortunately, it's gone. We're not kids anymore. Like, the coulda, shoulda, woulda, it'll only hold you back. Like, and it does hurt, and grieve over it. You're gonna have to go through a grieving period. I did. I grieved what I wish I could have had. I grieved the friends. I grieved the parents in my life that I wish the parents that I could have had. I grieve that. You're gonna go through a grieving period, but then you have to realize, like, all I have is today and right now. So I can't spend the rest of my life grieving what what was, or what I wish I had. You know what I'm saying? And with that, it comes with having to fight those thoughts. those traumatic experiences that you went through. You can't sit there and keep saying, if I was better, or if they loved me this way, or if I was like, no, you can't continue to feed yourself that, because I'm telling you, it will destroy you from the inside out. It'll start inside, and then it'll show outside. It'll show in your being. It'll show in what you do. It'll show in what you say. It'll show in your energy. It'll show in your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to be, 30, 40 years old and still saying, oh man, I was just so incapable and not worthy, and nobody loved me, and I was never worthy of love. BS. Like, you were always worthy of it. You know what I'm saying? But you just have to take time to heal, nurture, and really love yourself first. You've always been worthy. You've always